And he was just 34 years old.
He was 34 years old.
That's 4 years older than me. Like, he had done a lot in his short life. Do you think he had a wife and kids?
He lived in this house as a single man for
Really?
the entire time.
Wow. So I'm meeting with Joseph Shumway. I have asked him to dig into my mom's side of the family and see what kind of information he can come up with. I'm really looking forward to what he has to say because it's been quite a mystery.
I've got some exciting things that I've been able to find for you.
Okay.
So I've been able to take the information that you provided me about your mom's family and find some new information on a family tree on ancestry.
I want you to open that damn thing up and get me in there.
Open the laptop here.
Clark Griffin Cobb. Clark Griffin Cobb would be my great-great-grandfather.
2 times great-grandfather, yep.
Okay, and Mary Cornelia Smith is his wife.
Right.
I know where Harris County is. That's in Houston.
That's Houston, yeah.
Yeah.
So Texas was admitted as state in the Union in 1845. Mary Cornelia Smith is born in Texas in 1849. These families were pretty early settlers.
That's
in
really
Texas.
cool. So we've been there a minute.
You're Texas.
Texas roots, okay. Now I just want to know where they really originated from.
Well, if we keep going back a little bit, we followed up through the Smiths.
So I continued up my mom's tree and discovered that I actually have deep Virginia roots that go all the way back to my 6 times great-grandparents, Nathaniel Dandridge and Dorothea Spotswood. I've always known Texas, but it's interesting now to put Virginia in the mix.
Yeah.
Wow, this is crazy.
Dorothea Spotswood was really interesting because the Spotswood surname, that's a really significant name in Virginia history.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because of her father.
Okay. Alexander Spotswood, born in 1676.
So Alexander Spotswood would have been English by birth.
Wow.
And then at some point,
Traveled to America.
he ends up in the colonies.
So Alexander Spotswood would have been my 7 times great-grandfather?
Correct. Alexander Spotswood is significant because he was actually the lieutenant governor of the colony of Virginia. And he served in that position from 1710 to 1722.
Oh, what does that mean?
That was basically a very powerful and important position.
So he was important.
He was very important.
I'm on my way to meet Warren Hofstra. Apparently, he knows a lot about Alexander's time here in Virginia. So nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to pick your brain.
Oh, well, yeah.
Where are we?
This is the historic area of Colonial Williamsburg, and this is the governor's palace.
Oh, wow.
All of the colonial governors from Alexander Spotswood's time through the American Revolution lived here.
Right here.
Yes, this is a reconstruction.
That is
So
so
you're
cool.
seeing, as best we know, the actual building. This
Come
was
on,
Alexander's
that's
home.
so cool. Come
There
on.
it is.
That's amazing. You have to get me inside.
Yes,
It's so
let's go
cold.
inside.
Okay. So this is where my 7th great-grandfather lived. Pretty nice pad he's got. Wow.
Isn't this an amazing room?
Yeah. This feels very grand and bold with like all the weapons on the walls. So what I'm really gathering looking at this house is that Alexander Spotswood was a boss, like a really important man. How did he come to be that?
We have some documents, and you can answer some of those questions.
Okay.
These are letters and documents from the special collections of the Colonial Williamsburg Foundation.
That's an actual letter from then?
Yes,
Wow. A. Spotswood. This is from Alexander Spotswood.
that's his signature.
Oh my God. Okay, so this was written March 14th, 1710. So if he was born in 1676, that makes him like 34.
34.
And he's sending it to his cousin in London. Dear cousin, having obtained Her Majesty's commission to go to the government of Virginia, my Lord Orkney is the real governor thereof, but not likely ever to go thither. And it is agreed that I shall enjoy ye entire command of that province. What is he talking about?
Lord Orkney is the governor of Virginia, but he's a member of the English aristocracy.
So he's in England.
But he needs someone in Virginia to
act on.
actually do the job.
So that is Spotswood.
That is Spotswood. And even though technically he's lieutenant governor, he is referred to in Acts as the governor of Virginia.
So major.
Very important.
Very important. And he was just 34 years old.
He was 34 years old.
That's 4 years older than me. Like, he had done a lot in his short life. Do you think he had a wife and kids?
He lived in this house as a single man for
Really?
the entire time.
Wow. What was expected of him as governor?
He has to balance the will of the crown and the interest of the people of Virginia. And at the same time, though, he was also responsible for the defense and the safety of the colony. It's not always easy.
How often were they pulling these weapons off the walls and using them?
Using them, yes.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful question. And we have a second document here that can help us understand it.
Oh, great.
This is a facsimile, a reproduction.
Okay. Wow. Letter from Alexander Spotswood to the Lords of Admiralty, July 3rd, 1716. So this is 6 years into his service as governor.
Spotswood is writing through the British board that governs the Navy.
My lords, I have received information upon oath that a number of profligate,
These profligate fellows, they're bad guys.
bad guys, okay, fitted out at Jamaica, have committed diverse piracies and are preparing to settle at Providence and to strengthen themselves there against any power that shall attack them. So there's pirates.
Yes. These are the pirates of the Caribbean.
These are the pirates of the Caribbean?
He's referring to the pirates of the Caribbean.
No. No way.